So this morning I woke up and I watched a video clip from CNN where they were talking about Democrats doing some sort of trend with a TikTok influencer and calling it cringy. Now I want to point out that the man in the White House did an entire ASMR video about deportation, so Republicans have no room to talk about what's cringy and what's stupid. But I want to also point out that this is a distraction, okay? Because they want to keep the American public ignorant as hell and talk about stuff like this while burying the lead. Let me show you this clip with Scott Jennings.
To support
So
their
you
families.
believe in government jobs. You want more government jobs.
No, actually, I want jobs that actually help people. Do you know what civil servants do? They keep our air clean. They keep our water clean. They keep our food safe. Don't interrupt me.
They take taxpayer money to,
You know
to
what?
fund the whole
Oh,
thing.
let me
It's a
They
lot.
also pay taxes.
Yes, yes.
Wait, you're saying they take
It takes taxpayer money to fund it.
It
Well,
does.
then,
But yes, but they're employed by
This
the
is the
government.
Democratic
They're doing
plan.
a
They are
job.
More
employed.
government jobs.
So I have to point out that Scott is a motherfucking liar, okay? And he knows he's a liar because he is a snake oil salesman of a political strategist who relies on the average American not knowing how things work so he can convince you that you don't want things that you do want to make your life better, and he can continue to make more money off of your backs, okay? So Scott, since you're so big on saving taxpayer dollars, I want you to explain to the American public, okay? Explain to them how cutting agencies like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which gets $0 from taxpayers, okay, and yet saves taxpayers billions of dollars every year by protecting them from fraud from sneaky businesses, actual fraud, not the fake fraud, waste, and abuse that you're pushing. Explain why that was okay to cut. How does that save taxpayer dollars? Explain why the device manufacturing industry had to push back on FDA firings because those employees were funded by user fees, again, not taxpayer dollars. Explain why we don't need pacemakers and things like that, why folks don't need their medical devices, their breathing machines for their kids at home with asthma, all of that stuff. Explain cutting that. Get down to a granular level because even if somebody has a job funded by taxpayer dollars, explain to the public why they don't want Social Security checks, Medicare, Medicaid, why they don't want these things that help themselves and their families, especially when you're sitting there acting like you care about cost of living. You don't give a flying fuck about cost of living because you sit there on your rich white ass knowing that if you undercut all of these Americans, it just makes you more money and you don't care what happens to anybody else. So I want you to have an actual conversation, okay? Don't paint things with a broad brush and just say, oh, government jobs. I want you to break down bit by bit what those government jobs are, exactly how they're funded, and I want you to show the receipts, okay? Because I know you can do it, but we know you won't do it because you're a motherfucking scammer, okay? So I suggest that next time you want to talk shit, take that silver spoon out of your mouth and shove it right up your ass.